2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yeah, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Playing from around 150 yards here. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Tracking. Okay, steady now. And that should secure the par on this one. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
She's currently tied for 14th. Time to tee off at the second. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Should find the green here. Oh, almost went in. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. A well holed, he'll take the birdie. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
That's nicely done. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Nicely done. Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant. It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful... Oh, great shot. Holes out for a birdie. Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. Currently a couple under for the round. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Ooh. Make this putt. He'll tie for top spot on the leaderboard. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And that will take it to 3 under. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Going with the 7. Nice shot that. That should find the surface.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival Brooke Henderson.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Well, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And with that, she'll move to 4 under par. She's in a share of top spot. Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently tied for the lead. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, she'll move to 5 under par. And with that hole, she's now the solo leader of this event. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. That tee shot looks pretty good. Second shot here on the 7th. Great looking shot this. Oh, that was so close to going in. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's got momentum now. Just birdied the last hole.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This should play. Wonderful shot.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take her to 6 under. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Oh, just skinned the hole, that one. This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
A birdie putt awaits. Looks good off the blade. She should be impressed with that. That's another putt that'll build on her advantage. And that will move her to 7 under. And after that hole, this player finds himself in top spot, with Tony Finau second. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
Nicely done.
Oh, they look like they're taking this on in 2.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Sitting at 3 over par. Oh, yes! What a shot.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
And back to the play, shall we? What's in front of them, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
That's frustrating. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far so good. Love watching these two compete.
She's played that one nicely. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She got one back on that last hole.
That is a touch of class from the bunker. And back to the course with the live action. Around 110 yards to go. Currently leading by 3. Well, she should be happy with that. Anywhere on the green was a good shot. 16 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
This one has eyes for the hole. That's inside the range. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Teeing off now on this par 3. Opting for the 5-wood. Yeah, that one's looking good. A lovely play. She's on the dance floor. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Can she make number 13 lucky? She's got a 13-footer here.
Surely it's going to.
They're nicely holed. Now 4 shots up after that hole. Now teeing off on the 12th hole. Good shot there, Beamer. Taking aim from around 240 yards out here. Opting for the 3-wood.
This one is chewing fiber.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Setting up here with a very long putt. How good would that have been if it had dropped? Let's catch up with the current proceedings. 14-footer. Oh, just missed. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Oh, terrific. What an effort. She's currently sitting in first place. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. Oh, sensational. She striped that. Second shot here on the 13th. Handy effort, that one. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. This one's looking good. Fair effort, that. Good birdie. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
It was on a good line. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4. Beautiful swing there. Playing this shot from about 210 yards out. Going with the hybrid. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Here she goes again, making putt after putt. The lead just keeps extending. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Looking really good.
It doesn't matter how you hit it if you can hold putts like that.
Oh, they were just feeling this from the get-go. That is how you do it. Phenomenal stuff. What a putt.
Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, this one's right at the pin. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
An opportunity for a birdie here. That's a great putt to make. She's on fire today and is building her advantage. Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Next hole is a short par 4.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
Well struck. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Putting for birdie. Well, what an effort. And another shot to your lead. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
Oh, look at this flop shot. What a shot indeed. Took a chance and rewarded. Nicely done.
Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. It looked like it came out of a cannon.
Yeah, they're planning an aggressive play here, guys. Going for it in 2.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
They've decided to club up.
Well, I'm sure she'll take that one. And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. This is tracking right in.
And what a way to win it. She seals the W with a great putt.
Luke, the victories, winning never gets old, but this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Another victory on the season.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvin, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
Yeah, that's right, Henny. It looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's a brave call in anyone's books, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see some extra fireworks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. And take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
This one might need to get down a little. That's a high-quality approach shot, that one. Well done by her. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Par putt coming up here. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
And Brooke Henderson currently in the lead here. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Oh, well done. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that is simply brilliant. What a shot.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, guys, she's looking at a little over 28 foot from the cup.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This for par.
And that putt will drop. Well done. Canada's Brooke Henderson currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side you obviously want no part of. but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Now let's switch our focus to Collin Morikawa.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, they're now ahead of their rival. Currently 1 under for the day. The first of the par 5s, Rich, the 4th hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green. Pretty good shot there.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Collin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Collin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. That's tracking. That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies. And she'll move into the top 10 with that effort. Now 4 back after that hole. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Going with the 8-iron here. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 shots behind our leader. She's got this to save par here. Be the ball, Danny. No. Yep, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
Got to say, Putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Oh, Canada! Brooke Henderson leads this tournament. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Well, this should find the short grass. Always like it when they take the big dog and let it rip from the middle of the fairway. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
And this putt to move into the top 5.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Oh, that's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival? Come and catch me now. And let's have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And with that hole behind them, they're sitting in second place, behind the leader, Brooke Henderson.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, that's a great approach shot. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
Putt is underway.
That was a gallant attempt. And that should secure the par on this one. And it's more great play from Brooke Henderson. She's on top of this leaderboard. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
From around 170 yards here.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough. Looks like she overcompensated there.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
This putt was about 16 feet.
This one to save par.
This one's online. This one for bogey. And down it goes. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt. That'll be frustrating, inches from making that putt. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
This shot from about 190 yards out. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Opting for the 5-iron. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. That's inside the house of opportunity.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. Oh, so close. An opportunity to make their par. Job done. Let's head to the next. Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
That's tidy. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron. She'll like that. That's inside the birdie range. Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for a par now. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Playing from around 160 yards.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. She knew that wasn't going to be super tight, but she'll take it nevertheless, especially with a couple of putts from there. A spot in the all-important top 5 awaits if you can hold this putt. Ooh, right by the hole. She's got a par putt here. Let's see if she can make it. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at -3 for the round. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
And the birdie with big wings on the table here if they can make this one.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Oh, that's frustrating. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Better than most.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This one, well, she's looking at about 105 yards. All right, we're going with an extra club here.
She's managed to find the green on this approach.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Oh, this would be a good putt to make. You'd move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. This is buckets. Oh, what a lovely putt to make.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. That's incredible. And how about the concentration to pull that shot off? It's time to check on the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Great shot. Make this, and you'll move into a tie for third place.
A good opportunity for a fast finish with just 4 holes to go.
Kate, steady now. It's just about 3 feet away.
She's got a nice look at par here.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
That's not the outcome they were after.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
And she needs this to save par.
Looking good.
The putt drops, now at 5 under, heading down the stretch.
Really going to have to dig deep here if they want to win this title.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
And Rich, I just keep watching this name moving north on the leaderboard. They're pulling out all the stops right now.
I tell you what, they're getting an awful lot out of their round. If the leaders aren't careful, this player could catch them.
Well, this is ambitious. She looks to be attacking the pin here. She's a top quality player, this one. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
This putt to get to 7 under the card. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. And this putt to move into a tie for third.
A must-make, good opportunity with 2 to play.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And with that, she'll move to 6 under par. She's in a share of third place.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find, as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. That will work. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
And choosing the 8-iron here. So I might need to set. You like that, didn't you? And this putt is for a final score of 65.
This is on a great line.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Just 3 feet to the cup. That's all she wrote. That's a shame. They came oh so close to what would have been an incredible comeback victory.
The stories that we could have told if they completed the victory would be endless. Unfortunately, not getting it done, but still, what a performance on this final round.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Quirk. Hello, Henny.
Hi, Luke. I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our feature group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish bull.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least.
The tempo there was exquisite.
From around 140 yards here. Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one is right down the pipe.
Jon Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
8 feet to the cup.
It's looking solid.
And that will drop in for birdie.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Currently 1 under for the event. The first of our birdie opportunities comes at the second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Well, I think they're attacking this one. They're really going to go for it.
Going with the 5-wood. That could play. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Terrific shot. Almost an eagle. This putt is 16 feet to the hole. It's got a chance. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, good look at birdie here. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Going with the 7.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. Let's return to live play now. 4 feet to the cup.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
I like the look of this. Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Collin Morikawa.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Just hammered that through the line. This is a par putt. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. Currently at -3 for the event. All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. Strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
She played that nicely. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Looking really good, this one. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take her to 4 under. After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Collin Morikawa in second. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, let's get back to the action. And this putt will take them to 5 under.
This for a birdie run.
Hey, nice looking line. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Now 2 shots up after that one. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. This one's dialed in. Yes, they've made it. And with that, she'll move to 7 under par. Incredible. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Oh, can you believe it?
Oh, happy days ahead. A hole-in-one. Can you believe it?
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently leading by 2. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
She's paced it, she's read it, it's 11 feet. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Okay, let's head to the next. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Oh, that was pure. Sitting at 7 under, currently in the lead. That's just inside the range. This one's for birdie. It's on a great line. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Jon Rahm getting ready for his next shot. Well played, mate. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Looks like they're definitely going for it.
Not bad. And he's down there. You got to read.
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Well played. What an eagle. And she's our leader. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Going for less club here.
That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Oh, what a big putt to make that one. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Let's get back to it, shall we? The 7-footer right here.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today. On a nice line.
Beautiful shot. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Putting for birdie here. just didn't drop. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second nine at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
There have been a lot of players that have come out, and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest men or women to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
Oh, that is bombed. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. There's this one to kick right. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. Little birdie look in here. This really looks good.
Wow, back-to-back birdies, and what a time to make them.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Maybe going for the green, are we? Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Oh, my. How about that for a par?
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle.
Is tracking.
Oh, she's making it look easy. Holding putts with will. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Well, this player's mighty fine. Their lead is now 9 after that performance.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. It was on a good line. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard, with Lydia Ko trailing in second place. And a chance to ice the tournament here, holding the lead, playing the last. Looks like they put a good pass on that one. And if you find yourself in the fairway, Rich, at the final hole at TPC Sawgrass, you've obviously navigated a very tough shot. There's just one more to play.
There's one final test. The second shot at 18. Water ever so close to the left-hand side. Green has a lot of movement from back to front. Find the right level. Give yourself a decent opportunity to make birdie. But par, never a bad score at the 18th at TPC Sawgrass.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Oh, you know you want to.
And that'll do it, Rich. Players' Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
It's very rare where you see a player absolutely dominate a field like they did in this tournament. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.